Hello, good day everyone. How are you all today? Welcome back, and I'm Hussein again to bring you all the weekly forex and also stocks forecast in terms of price action, in terms of fundamental analysis. Right. So we will be giving you and also highlighting some of the important events that will be actually happening in the financial market, and that what sort of structure in terms of price action or the setups that will be occurring on live charts, and you can actually plan ahead to take your trades in the upcoming week. All right. Thank you very much to all of you who has been supporting us and joining our forecast and also our webinars often. I believe it has been really giving you a deep insight in the financial markets and also helping you all to become a profitable trader. All right. This upcoming week we will also be having three major webinars, which is daily forecast webinars, and also a grand webinar which will be on Friday for all the newbies. And all in all, if let's say you want to improve your trading, you want to make profit from consistent basis, it is highly recommended for you to join our webinars often and see a dramatic change from there. All right. So looking at economic calendar, let me bring you through for this week. We are on 4th May 2020 today. As for today, we do not have much of the data that will be impacting on the financial on the forex market. But let's just check on the current week. Having a look at the current week, we would be having just wait a moment, more data coming out in the economic. We have got Reserve Bank Australia statement announcement of interest rate. We believe it is going to be on the neutral side. All right, and this will be having an impact on the Aussie pairs. Then we have got international trade balance, and also the most important one, the ISM non-manufacturing, a leading indicator towards the non-farm payrolls, will be released this week. That will be actually impacting on the strength of the weakness of the American dollar. Then after that, we have got employment change, and unemployment change is from New Zealand, which will be impacting on the New Zealand pair. So all in all, the good the news, as you see, the better the currency value, and bad the news and lower the currency value. So these numbers you can actually mark it down in your calendar. It will be impacting on the currency pairs of the New Zealand dollar. Then we also have got a data coming out, which is from Bank of England interest rate decision. A Bank of England interest rate decision, I believe that this is going to be a very important event which will be having an impact on the pound pairs. So we see in the current structure of the GBP, as you see that economically it is to the downside. At these minutes, will be having a major impact onto the strength of the weakness of the pound. Right. So keep track and mark your time of the release, which will be giving you a deep insight on the strength or the weakness of the currency pairs in the GBP. Initial jobless claims, it is expected to the claims to rise up to 3 million. I believe this is going to happen because a lot of people have actually filed in their jobless claims, right? So this week also is anticipated to be at the same side. Then we have got non-farm payrolls, which will be the which is like it is forecasted to the negative zone, because a lot of people have actually lost jobs, and we don't see that there is more jobs created in the previous month. And then the ADP numbers also will be giving us the overall the strength or the weakness. We see that the payrolls and also the job numbers has been deeply impacted in America, right, due to the COVID-19. So all these numbers are going to be to the red zone. But however, like central bank has taken necessary actions to provide and to boost the economy. All of these impacts will be providing the strength to the American dollar, right? So what we will do is that let's have a quick review on the current structure on the pairs. What do we expect from the price action analysis, and how you could actually take your position. By looking at GBP CAD, I see that this pair has been reached to this triangular pattern, and from here at the candle of rejection, we can expect this pair to come down in this week. So you may expect this structure to be completed here. All right. So if you want to go for GBP CAD, look for the sell side. This is what we're looking at. Then for the gold, like I said last week, we saw a break here, and then the price is reaching to this zone. We can expect this to reach to here and then continue its downwards momentum to the downside. GBP USD has actually, if you see on an H1 time frame, it has broken this channel. Of course, we'll be coming up with more and more daily forecast webinars. So you see, it has opened the room for it to come down to these levels, one and then two. So all in all, GBP USD, it is looking bearish. You can actually short it. So for this week, we can expect this pair to go down. GBP CHF, we also expecting this pair to reverse, to go down, because the current structure is giving us all reasons to sell this pair. Right? There you go. Right? So all in all, this is like I said, structure changes from time to time, and also from week to week we have different analysis. So all in all, we see that this is going to come down till here. We're expecting another 60 to 70 pips drop to this corrective structure. Then looking at NZD USD, we are also expecting this pair to actually go down. In fact, it has already broken this channel like we forecasted the other day. I believe that this pair is going to keep dropping. Could be a little bit of correction coming up, bounces up, and then this pair will be going down again. Right? And looking for USD CAD is almost reaching to this triangular pattern, my favorite, and I believe that once it is reached to this pattern here, in fact it is almost going to get there, we can expect this to actually fall back down. Right? So this is what we're looking for USD CAD, a sell structure going to be completed soon. Then for GBP AUD, I see that let me just draw this trend lines correctly and properly. Right? Yeah, so I see that from here I'm gonna see this pullback. This is a previous sell signal that happened. Now I see that there are two angles that you could actually look into. One, number two is this one. So for this, a little bit of pull up, or could be this zone that this is going to actually continue its downward trend. Right? So looking at it, I'm bearish on this for this week. Right? So bearish on GBP AUD. Then looking on the top, some of the good stocks, some of the top 5 stocks. Let me just check with you here. Apple is all right. So we're gonna expect it to retrace this week. A little bit of retracement is expected, but overall it has formed an uptrend. As you could see here, it's probably not much, but from here you're gonna expect a bounce up. Right? So like I said, stocks is from medium term to longer term. We can expect this to keep increasing. Then for looking ahead, Visa have nicely actually built and bullish momentum slowly, even a little bit slow, but overall it is in a recovery. Here you go. Yes. So I'm looking at it to come down a bit, and you can actually buy back. Yeah. Right. This is to do with Visa. Now looking ahead for S&P 500. Now looking for the S&P 500. Of course, when it comes to fundamentally, there could be many factors that might be confusing you. But now we need to wait and see for a better corrective structure. I believe that it is gradually and slowly going up, because over the weekend, Griddle Sciences, you see they have came up with like during the emergency use, they can actually use those drug for the treatment of coronavirus in America. And also you could see there's a lot of economies that actually slowly opening up with the precautionary measures. So all that will be adding value into the sentiment. Of course, it may not be right away, but slowly and gradually you will see changes are happening. So all in all, we need to stay strong and be positive that towards the current adjustments of reopening the economies, slowly the system will develop that will be actually overcoming this COVID-19. So all in all, the structures are giving us bullish momentum on US 500. Looking ahead for let's just say CAD CHF, another pair. Of course, this one opens a room to the downside, but we might see a pullback upwards first on this. We will leave this for now. Perhaps if you see, there could be a structure happening which is will a bit pull up, and then this will go down again. So for this week we will see that this will pull up a bit, and then until we find a better structure in the upcoming trend. Looking ahead for Bitcoin, as you see that we are actually reaching into the halving event, which is supposed to be May-June. So that could actually stop the production of Bitcoin and increase the demand. So like you see here, we had a nice rally up, but of course now there is also a major resistance here that is stopping the price to break up. So we need to see a breakout from here for it to go up to the next resistance, major resistance, which is here, right? So on an H4 time frame, probably it is forming some sort of a pattern that we will see this to make further room up. So for that we need to be patiently wait and see the next move in the cryptocurrency. All right. So all right. So that's all for today's updates for the upcoming week update. I believe this is going to be informative for you. But well, not only the story does not end here. We will be coming live again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and also Friday to give you updates from time to time. All right. So stay tuned and do join our daily forecast webinars. And I will see you guys in the webinar room. Take care and have a profitable week of trading.